You know, every time you turn around, there's a young girl who comes up missing from her home pretty much every single day, especially young black women. And we know that sex trafficking is a thing and that it takes place all the time. You know, it has us all on edge. So, of course, when I saw this story this morning of this girl, 16-year-old Karol Sanchez, trending, and I saw this video of her basically being snatched off the street as she was walking with her mother, of course, it sent chills down my spine because I have a daughter that's almost close to her age. And I couldn't imagine what this mother must have felt. I want you guys to go ahead and take a look at this news story because there's some twists and turns.
The young woman that police are looking for right now, she was last seen walking down Eagle Avenue with her mother wearing a dark blue jacket, a white sweater, blue jeans, and black sneakers. She's said to be about 5 feet tall and 150 pounds. Now watch the terrifying moments that led up to her abduction. You can see two women walking down the street holding an umbrella. Seconds later, a car pulls up and two men jump out and grab the teen. The mother can be seen trying to stop them from taking her daughter, fighting with them until police say the men pushed her to the ground and got away. Again, we're told she was taken last night around 11:15 while she was walking with her mother near Eagle Avenue and 156th Street. Now, this is a close-up of the vehicle the suspects were driving. It's a beige-colored four-door sedan. The young...
I know the footage is very grainy, but it basically shows Karol and her mother walking down the street when this car pulls up and snatches this girl off the street as she is, you know, her mother is fighting to keep her daughter out of that car. And they basically take off with basically almost damn near dragging the mama down the street. So, of course, when I saw this story this morning, I was horrified to see it because, again, girls are getting snatched up left and right. We know sex trafficking takes place, but then they tell us that she was found.
Where it happened?
Karol, are you okay? Are you okay, Karol? Are you okay, Karol? Are you okay? Are you glad, Karol? Are you okay?
Oh, sorry.
And then I thought to myself, wow, what a happy ending. Last night she gets abducted. The Amber Alert goes out. Within, I don't know, hours, I guess you can say, she is found safe on the street in which she was abducted. Now, when I saw this story, I started going through the comments. I always go through the comments, okay? Because I watched the video several times and I thought to myself, now that's interesting. She looked like she is on a rainy street with her mother and they just knew who to grab. Because if you look at this young girl, she doesn't look young. She doesn't look 16 at all. And I started looking through the comments and people was like, no, this looks, something's fishy to this story. Something's fishy to this story. Then people started saying that this girl claimed that she, you know, her mother was, you know, taking her to Honduras. They were moving and she didn't want to go. And a lot of people kept saying this is all fake. And I'm like, wait, who would do something like that? What girl would get snatched off the street on purpose and put her mother through the hell that she put her mother through? And then late this afternoon, plot twist, it came out that this girl staged this kidnapping because supposedly she said her mother was overprotective. And I just want to monkey stump this heifer. I want to monkey stump this 16-year-old heifer for putting her mother through that. With all these young girls out here that are truly getting snatched up off the street and forced into prostitution, forced into sex trafficking. And this little heifer decides, because her mother is too overprotective, she decided to stage a kidnapping. I saw her mother fighting for her daughter, damn near getting run over. And you mean to tell me that this was all a hoax? She staged this? She staged herself getting snatched up off the street. Like I said, all these things kind of like started. So I'm at work this morning and I see this video pretty much trending of the girl getting snatched off the street. Okay, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that's so scary. Now, as the afternoon goes on, I get back on there and I'm looking at the comments and I'm seeing people say, nah, something's wrong. Something ain't right about this. How did they know which person to grab? If they're both under an umbrella, which it seems like they were under umbrella, how do they know which one to grab? And my spidey senses start going off like, okay, wait a minute. Maybe these people got a point. Maybe they do. You know, because again, this is the 16-year-old. She don't look like no 16-year-old, right? I would have thought she was the mama. So how did they know who to grab? And then I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to let this play out. And then I kept saying to myself, I'm going to wait on this story. I'm going to wait because I have a feeling these people are right. Because again, it was swirlings and rumors about the fact that this young girl did not want to, I guess, apparently move. Her mother was supposedly making her move to Honduras. I keep hearing that she's Dominican. I don't know. But the now is coming out, and it's their major news media saying that she's saying that she staged the whole thing because her mother's overprotective. And like I said, I just want to stump this little heifer out, like really stump her down, because there's so many people out here wishing that their daughters were back at home. Girls literally getting snatched up off the street, and this little heifer want to play games. She want to play. But I'm glad that, you know, she's safe. But I still want to beat her ass just for her mother. I want to beat her ass simply because of what she put her mother through. That shit pissed me off so much to see this young girl do that. This ain't nothing to play with, young folks. Don't play like that. There's so many young women out here that are missing, that come up missing every single day. And girls are getting snatched up off the street. They are literally getting snatched up off the street and forced into all kinds of shit. Parents don't know where their kids at. And you want to sit here and play games and have some people pretend that they're kidnapping you? Now, as of this time, there are no charges being filed against her. And apparently no charges being filed against the clowns that decided to help her do it. But I do think that they need to teach her a lesson. She needs some kind of something filed against her for pulling this bullshit that she did. I don't think that this is funny. This ain't cool. And I know her mom. I know her mama got to be mad. I would beat her ass. I'm sorry. She would get her ass beat every single day for pulling this bullshit if it was me. But yeah, that's what's going on, y'all.